at the full council Monday, or I can wait till the next committee and inquire about this. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Mr. Tam? Matthew.
Hi, everybody. Matthew Cardinale, news editor, Atlanta Progressive News. Atlanta Progressive News is the first news agency to obtain copies of depositions and evidence in the case of the Task Force for the Homeless against the City of Atlanta for conspiracy to sabotage the task force along with the Central Atlanta Progress and the ADID. The testimony of A.J. Robinson and Richard Orr of Central Atlanta Progress is quite damning. I would like to present my research to you today, info you will likely not get anywhere else. Chairwoman Shepard, this matter affecting taxpayers who could be liable for triple damages and thousands of homeless men who use the shelter every year. I hope to summarize several hundred pages of evidence succinctly. Will the chairwoman use her discretion to allow me 6 minutes today so this information can see sunshine?
Well, again, we have a 5-minute rule, and hopefully you'll be able to do that within 5 minutes.
Okay, well, I'll respond to that in a couple of weeks. I'll be back. But I think this does show the kind of arbitrariness of a hard and fast rule.
Is that the will, again, the other option is the will of this body to extend it for 6 minutes more, for 6 minutes. Are you saying you're going to do 5 minutes or 6 minutes, or what?
It would be an additional minute. It would be an additional minute so I can present all this information that I've prepared.
What is the will of the body? Okay, the motion is to do 6 minutes. All in favor, please say. Okay.
Wait, so this is...
We just lost a minute.
No.
Hopefully my time's not counting right now.
That's the question I was going to ask, is we've already used part of his time when he previously spoke as well, correct?
He's 10 seconds, yeah.
Well, I mean, no, it's a rule.
How many
I just wanna make
minutes
sure.
has he used thus far?
He used just a few seconds when he spoke.
The first time.
Since he's been up, he's already used a minute.
Okay, all right.
So he's asking for 6 minutes, so an additional 2 minutes.
Well, when I asked her if I could address the other issue, and I said if I take 10 seconds, does that mean I still have 4 minutes and 50 seconds? And I was advised yes. So I guess it's 1 minute and 10 seconds that I'm
Okay,
asking.
so
Are we in discussion?
And we're spending 3 minutes.
we are,
I'm counting on your time.
we're not counting your time at this point. Again, you asked me a question.
Yes.
And again, in terms of that, I asked if the will of the body, if they would like to change it for this particular instance. And I'm asking my colleagues if that's what they choose to do.
The motion was...
The motion is, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Mr. Wan, opposed.
Opposed, okay. I appreciate this good faith effort. There has been a conspiracy to sabotage the homeless task force. I don't use the terms conspiracy lightly. Not only does there have to be an improper collaboration, but there has to be evidence of intent. The evidence is there. Mr. Orr of Central Atlanta Progress admitted this in the depositions that I've read. Mr. Robinson said that it was not his intent, but his hope to undermine funding for the task force. Central Atlanta Progress, along with the ADID and the City of Atlanta, have worked together to approach the task force's private donors, including Dan Cathy of Chick-fil-A. Attending a meeting with Mr. Cathy included Tom Bell, A.J. Robinson, Debbie Starnes, who works for the city, and others. Debbie Starnes' salary is paid for with $40,000 from Central Atlanta Progress, which is funneled through the United Way. Central Atlanta Progress also approached the Wardlaw Fund, Whole Foods, and Debbie Starnes was involved with that, as well as Baker Donaldson, the firm representing the task force. They actually went through the Metro Chamber of Commerce, which is also represented by Baker Donaldson, to raise concerns about, hey, this firm that's representing you is also representing this shelter. All of this is argued that this is tortious interference with private business relationships. The conspiracy also included approach to private funders, such as I believe the Tri-J Commission. Central Atlanta Progress sent out talking points. When asked about the specific items in the talking points, they were not able to substantiate any of the claims that they were making. I thought that was kind of interesting, since you should have some basis for saying things that you're saying. There was also an attempt to influence the foreclosure. The task force is now in foreclosure. Many people don't know, but Manny Fialco, a Central Atlanta Progress member, owns a company called Ixthus, which now owns the note. Central Atlanta Progress approached the original owner of the note to push them to foreclose. This is all in the depositions and emails. Troutman Sanders, along with Central Atlanta Progress, first created an entity called 477 Peachtree to attempt to purchase the building. When they couldn't do that, they encouraged Mr. Fialco to create this shadow company. The original idea to purchase the building was from Tom Bell. There's been an extensive media strategy. All of the various newsletters of the bourgeoisie in Atlanta, the AJC, Creative Loafing, and the Business Chronicle have all been approached. The evidence of collaboration, again, Debbie Starnes being paid by Central Atlanta Progress. Starnes, as well as Mayor Franklin and other city officials, have participated in these meetings, been included on emails. An ambassador van was actually used to provide transportation to some of these meetings. City officials have met with CAP officials at their offices, and so on and so forth. And I should say that the Central Atlanta Progress, they are actually working on behalf of the ADID. That money is coming from business taxpayers, and it's not clear whether the taxpayers know that their funds are being used in this manner. Also, I'm concerned that in the depositions there were a number of false statements that Central Atlanta Progress made, and then they actually had to go back and admit that in the same depositions that they made false statements. Again, triple damages may be a possibility. This is something that could be on taxpayers. I've invited certain members of council to come and find out the truth about the task force, and I would love to facilitate a tour for anybody here today. Also, I believe that funding should be restored for the task force for the homeless. This is money that comes through DCA from the state, from the federal government, so it wouldn't really cost the city anything. And I don't think that we should wait for the end of the suit for that to happen. Thank you very much for your time. I don't even know if I even used the 6 minutes, but thank you.